கட்டே கட்டலதே.
Hello all, welcome to the channel Learn Everything Karka Kasadara. In this video we are going to see about an interesting machine known as lathe. It is a general purpose machine used for turning, drilling, etc. And this lathe may be used for producing cylindrical, flat or curvilinear surface, and also in some cases it may be used for drilling holes. Before seeing the working of the lathe machine, let us now have a very small clarification related to the components of lathe. So lathe consists of so many components, but I am going to focus only on a few very important components, and they are headstock, lathe bed, tailstock, carriage, compound rest, tool post, and then we will have some work holding devices also, namely chuck and mandrel. Then we will also have feed mechanism. So this is the layout of a lathe machine. You can see a headstock. So this component, this entire component is known as headstock, and it is used for supporting spindle and spindle bearing, and also it houses the speed changing mechanism. We have a speed changing mechanism which is, we have some levers and gears inside. So this entire headstock will support all these speed changing mechanism, and the spindle holds the chuck where we will hold the workpiece. So it will have a chuck where we will place the workpiece which is to be machined. And next we will have lathe bed. This lathe bed is what the entire supporting component of the lathe. So it will also absorb vibration during machining. So the lathe bed is the base for the machine, and where you can hold headstock, tailstock, compound rest and carriage, everything will be mounted over the bed. And next is tailstock. This tailstock supports, when you have a very long workpiece, this tailstock will be helpful in supporting the workpiece. So the workpiece will be supported over here or holded over here, and if it is very long, the other end of the workpiece will be supported by the tailstock. And in some cases we can also hold the drill bit over here, and when you are going to make a hole over the workpiece, you can place the drill bit over here to produce holes. So next we have carriage. So this entire structure is known as carriage. This carriage moves over the lathe bed. It will move from left to right or right to left. It will be moving in this particular direction. So this carriage consists of two parts. One is saddle and second one is apron. The saddle carries a cross slide over which the compound rest is fitted. So here you can see the saddle. This cross slide is useful for making transverse movement of the tool. The tool will be placed over the compound rest. So for making transverse movement, this cross slide is very useful. And next is compound rest. As I mentioned, the tool will be placed in the compound rest. We have something called as tool post. So here the tool will be placed. This tool post is placed in compound rest, and tool will be placed in the tool post. Next we have work holding devices. Generally we have two different types of chucks. One is 3-jaw chuck and 4-jaw chuck, and based upon the number of jaws, the chucks are divided into 3-jaw and 4-jaw. And next is feed mechanism. Generally the tool can be moved in three directions. One is longitudinal, and second one is transverse, and third one is angular. If the tool movement is parallel to the lathe axis, so you can see the axis of the lathe. If the tool movement is parallel to the lathe axis, then it is known as longitudinal movement, and if the tool movement is perpendicular to the lathe axis, then it is known as transverse. And if the tool is moved at a specified angle, it is known as angular movement. This angular movement is used for making taper turning, and normally we will place metal rods or wooden materials in the chuck. The removal rate is calculated or expressed in terms of mm per revolution or mm per minute. If you are giving a higher feed rate, then the surface finish will be very poor, and generally we will give high feed for rough turning, and for smooth finish we will give less feed. And some other components like lead screw, feed rod, then coolant tray are also available in lathe. So this is all about the components of lathe. I know with the picture you cannot imagine how a lathe will look. So let us now have a very small video related to lathe machine. So it is a real-time lathe machine which is available in National Engineering College, Kovilpatti. And in this lathe machine we are going to do turning, facing and taper turning operations. And before going into the experiments, or before knowing about lathe machine, it is very essential to know about various tools to be used during machining. So these are all some of the tools to be used. while machining. The first tool is surface gauge. So you can see surface gauge over here. So it is a very simple tool, but it is very essential tool for a lathe machine, and it is known as chuck key. This chuck key is used for tightening and loosening the jaws of the chuck. It is a 3-jaw chuck, so you can see the jaws which is opening wider to accommodate the workpiece. If the chuck is having 4 jaws, it can be named as 4-jaw chuck. And next is surface gauge. This surface gauge is used for checking the surface of the workpiece. To avoid wobbling of the workpiece, you have to check the surface. Normally the surface will not be very smooth, it will have some uneven surfaces. And if you find any uneven surfaces or sides, you have to gently tap it. The next is cutting tool, which is used for machining. It is made of high speed steel. And this is tool holder key. It is known as dead center, which is to be placed in tailstock. And now we are placing the tool in the tool holder. Tool holder is placed in tool post. Tool holder key is used to again tighten the tool holder. So before doing the process, we have to align the tool in line with the axis of the lathe. So for that we are just using the tip of the dead center. The tip of the dead center and the tip of the tool should be on the same line. That is what the initial step we have to do. This is to align the tool on the axis of the lathe. And finally vernier caliper, it is used for measuring the workpiece. And this is all about the tools to be used in lathe machine. Now it's time to learn about lathe machine. And this is known as chuck. It is having 3 jaws. So it is known as 3-jaw chuck, which is used for holding the workpiece. And this entire component is known as feed box, which is used for changing the speed. So you can change the speed using these levers. There will be different RPMs. And this is tailstock, which is used for holding a longer workpiece. And it is known as carriage. This is tool post, which is used for holding the tool holder and where we have placed a cutting tool. It is made of high speed steel and it is known as top slide. And this component is known as cross slide, which is used for making transverse movement. So it is perpendicular to the axis of the lathe, so it is known as cross slide. And for taper turning or for angular movement, we can set the angle at the top slide. And next is carriage, and for making longitudinal movement of the carriage, so you can use this. By rotating this, you can have a longitudinal movement of the tool. And you can see 3 shafts. One is lead screw, and second one is feed shaft, and third is switch rod. Switch rod is used for switching the lathe machine. For making transverse movement of the cross slide, you have to use this knob. It is used for giving depth of cut. One complete revolution will create 6 mm depth of cut. And you can give a minimum of 0.05 mm depth of cut. That is what the minimum range you can give. So you can expect an accuracy of 0.05 mm. And for longitudinal movement, you have to use this knob. So here the minimum value which can be given is 0.2 mm. You can move the carriage at a least of 0.2 mm. That is what the minimum value you can move. Now it's time to switch on the machine. This lever is used to switch on the machine. So this red color lever is used to change the speed of the machine. Now the machine is running at 600 rpm. Now we have reduced the speed. Now again it is running at 600 rpm. So 45, 300, 90 and 600. So this is 300 rpm. And if you want to reduce the speed further lower, you have to switch off the machine first. Then you have to change the gears. It is very similar to that of changing gears in bikes and cars. Now it is running at a very lower speed, which is around 45 rpm. And now it is running at 90 rpm. So this is all about lathe machine. I hope you got some information related to various components of lathe machine as well as the tools to be used in lathe machine. I'll meet you in the next video with a new content. Thank you for watching.